Something I've never seen before. Yo, what's going on? It's someone that's no one, and welcome back to today's report. Today's report was sent in by Amethyst. When this happened, January 2020. The drugs used, Dextromethorphan, cannabis, and caffeine. Had a dose of 700 milligrams of DXM. The route administration, orally. Gender, male. Weight, 120 pounds. Age, 20. Height, 6 foot. For his prior experience, he notes, I smoke weed daily, probably done DXM about 8 to 10 times prior to this experience, have a handful of LSD and shroom trips, and various other substances. For his set, he notes, good mood with intentions, although vague intentions. And the setting, at a park, then his friend's house, then his room. Okay, so today, we have another DXM report. This one being at the third plateau and being pretty casual, which I think is somewhat needed sometimes. Often on this channel, we're presenting some extreme cases here, where a bunch of wild stuff goes down, like someone ending up in another reality, or like in the hospital. And the effects in today's report are somewhat strong, but nowhere to that degree. Amethyst simply was looking for some recreation and for something fresh on his day off, and DXM ended up being his choice. He's had plenty of experience at this point with it, and this trip ended up being one of his most vivid ones yet. I'm sure the cannabis he had enhanced this. He experienced his music enhancement, many visual distortions, hallucinations, personal realizations, and a few new effects pop up for him that can be common within the experience. This report describes what the third plateau can be like and some of the effects that can pop up on DXM in general. I'm sure you'll enjoy this, so without further ado, let's dive right into this. Okay, so this is my first trip report. Forgive me if it sucks. I woke up on my day off, bored as hell, with nothing to do. So as one does, I decided to chug a bottle of cough syrup. I'm pretty experienced with DXM and other drugs. So I walked to my local dollar store and grabbed a couple of off-brand bottles of cough syrups, only containing Dextromethorphan, HBr, as the active ingredient, and a Mountain Dew Kickstart. I walked to the park and sat at a picnic table. I burned some sage and asked the DXM to show me something I've never seen before. I downed the bottle and chased it with the Kickstart. After that, I walked to a friend's house. We smoked some weed and chilled for about an hour until I walked home. When I got home, I downed the other bottle of DXM and sat on my bed, listened to music, smoked some weed, and waited to come up from the second bottle. After a while, I'm fully dissociated, peaking on about 700 milligrams of DXM. As I'm surfing the Dextroverse, the DXM starts to show me things about my life in different perspectives. Dissociatives are great for that, and so I'm having a bunch of realizations and coming to peace with things, etc. And it hit me. All of a sudden, I'm hit with a super intense high, accompanied by the dreaded robo-itch, something I had not experienced in any past trips. It was like I was itching from the inside of my body, while my high multiplied by 10. But luckily, it was gone as soon as it came, and I was back to normal within a few seconds. Well, as normal as you can be while in the higher third plat of the Dextroverse. So after that, I'm chilling on my bed, and I'm good for a while, having slight closed-eye visuals. And then, I guess my brain just decides I don't need depth perception anymore. Another thing I hadn't experienced at this magnitude before. I looked around the room, and every object was elongated or squashed. Squares looked like rhombuses. Let's just say everything was all fucked up, and there was no way I was getting up to do anything. Anyway, that's pretty much it. Probably my coolest robo trip so far. And just as I asked, the DXM showed me things I've never seen before. Some of it might sound bad, but none of it particularly freaked me out or put me off in any way. The itch was pretty annoying, but it didn't last long, and I was more intrigued than anything by all the weird stuff. Hope you enjoyed as much as I did.